Good evening, this is Rob Simpson. Welcome to MTG News. Today's news, Zara's occupation of the public space right in the heart of our town has drawn the country's attention to learning disabled parents. Until recently, there was little discussion of their experiences and history. So we sent out our correspondent Daniel Folds to see what he could unearth.
There are very few facts around the history of learning disabled parents. But what we do know is that, like the rest of us, learning disabled people have been falling in and out of love, coupling and uncoupling, forever. Before the 17th century, learning disabled people were described as natural fools, idiots and imbeciles. Most lived within their families and communities or in the care of convents and monasteries. As only those in religious houses were segregated, it's a fair bet that many learning disabled people had children. However, the building of poorhouses in the 17th century began a process of segregation and institutionalisation. By 1845, the building of workhouses and asylums was compulsory. As the 19th century progressed, the number of asylums and institutions multiplied, fueled in part by the growth of eugenics. Francis Galton, Darwin's cousin, inspired by The Origin of Species, wrote, "The question was then forced upon me, could not the race of men be similarly improved? Could not the undesirables be got rid of, and the desirables multiplied?" In 1883, he coined the term eugenics for his ideas on selective breeding. By 1900, it was generally accepted that the main aim of institutional care for learning disabled people was to prevent them from having children. In a memo to the Prime Minister in 1910, the then Home Secretary Winston Churchill cautioned, "The multiplication of the feeble-minded is a very terrible danger to the race." While sterilisation of learning disabled people was never made compulsory in the UK, voluntary sterilisation was encouraged. By 1913, people with learning disabilities could be forced to live in asylums, many never returning to their families. Segregation was strictly enforced. In the 60s, it became clear that residents had the skills to live and work in the community. This began a slow progression towards the closure of hospitals and institutions. Eventually, the J Report of 1979 recommended that people with learning disabilities should lead normal lives as a part of their communities. From 1984, the policy of normalisation and community care led to the closure of the large hospitals and brought an end to sexual segregation. Learning disabled people were now to be treated like the rest of us and to be free to have relationships, get married and have children. We went onto the streets of Halifax to ask people what they thought of learning disability and parenthood.
We've not really been
It's
asked
not
this
something I've
question.
thought
No,
about,
exactly,
no.
yeah.
No.
That's a massive question.
I think anyone can make a good parent, at the end of the day. If you love your child, and you provide for them, that makes you a good parent,
It's not something you already know how to do. So that applies to everybody equally, I think.
They're going to need to be able to do different things differently to a normal parent, but just the same, they're just still a parent.
Some people probably find it difficult, some people probably find it quite easy.
And depends if there's a good support in the background, that's
Good network.
a good network to help.
There's always a need for more support, really. I can't say more than that, really.
But I still think at the end of the day, they can be a good parent regardless of that support.
There are always ways around it if people make an effort to put themselves out there, and be aware that there are people out there who can be absolutely perfectly good parents. That's it, really.
So where are we now? Have the change in attitudes meant that we can support people with learning disabilities to be the best parents they can be? The stats paint a slightly different picture. Approximately 1.5 million people in the UK have a learning disability. In England, that's 7% of the adult population. 1 in 15 of these people will become parents. And of those that are parents, half of them live with their children. Figures show that England has more than 75,000 looked after children. That's 4% more than the previous year. While a third of these children were taken into care voluntarily, that still leaves 2/3 of children taken into care against their parents' wishes. Children of parents with learning disabilities are more likely than any other group of children to be removed from their parents' care. And parents with learning disabilities are increasingly left to struggle alone.
Well, that was Daniel Folds there, and with me in the studio now I have Dr. Kate Theodore, clinical psychologist for the Royal Holloway University, who has just completed research for the implications of learning disabled parenting in the UK, and Janine Miller, a midwife of Calderdale Royal Hospital and campaigner for learning disabled rights for the NHS. Janine, if I could start with you, what's your experiences working with learning disabled parents?
Yeah, so I've been a midwife for 12 years and I think my experience is definitely that of increasing. The biggest challenge is the families that have kind of up until that point sat underneath the radar. They've then managed to obviously go to an antenatal clinic within a GP surgery and everything has been fine and the midwife's been happy and nothing's really come to the sort of the surface, and then we end up in a position where someone's either in labour or they're poorly and they're in a setting that they're unsure of, they're unaware of the expectations of what's going to happen to them whilst they're in, and I think it's at that point that we realise that a family may well need more support.
And what changes would you want to see in your field?
More support initially and then more support sort of afterwards as well, if I'm honest. I think we need to make sure that the service doesn't cut off at the point where either social care become involved and a child is removed, or in a situation where a family go home and then there's not as much support as what they need, and we need to try and make sure that we're not setting people up to fail. We need to be in a position where we're giving people all the right tools to be able to then go on and remain together as a family unit and for everyone to be safe and well.
And Kate, could you please tell us about your research?
Yeah, so the research that we've been doing has been asking parents with learning disabilities who identify themselves as having learning disabilities across the country about their experiences as parents. And some of those parents will be what we sort of call the hidden majority of parents that Janine talked about there. One of the strongest themes that has come from the research actually has been parents' experiences of stigma. I can think of one of the parents in the research who said, that they see learning disability and they just assume straight away that you're not going to be able to be a parent. Wow. So another example was a parent who, as a couple, decided to do a qualification, an MVQ in childcare before even trying to get pregnant, which seems like a really high bar to be set.
Absolutely.
As a parent myself, that's not something that I felt. I felt other people felt that I would need to do before embarking on parenthood. I guess I would want two magic wands. One to maybe try and reduce that stigma that is present, so that we could, I guess my second magic wand would be related to support as well. So rather than putting the funding into crisis-driven support, or the huge amount of funding that needs to be in place if children are removed from care, or if there are extra bed days in hospital, for example.
We already know as well that the cost of even just a low-level, low-risk bed day is in the hundreds of pounds, and I think we already know that early intervention is what's much better for parents, and I think paying for crisis will always cost more.
And also to be able to see that putting that support in place isn't a negative thing, that we all need support in our role as parents.
It's about having realistic expectations of people. I know as a parent that I wasn't asked to prove myself in some of the ways that parents with learning disabilities do, and I think that Kate's right, that makes it so much harder. So I think, because Kate had two magic wands, my other magic wand would be that we could try and make sure that the bar was set across the board for everybody, and that we had realistic expectations of everybody, not just the people that have learning disabilities.
Well, thank you, Kate Theodore and Jenny Miller, for joining me for today. Welcome back to MTG News, where our reporter Sam Hill is at the Geraldine Mary Harmsworth Park, home of the Imperial War Museum. Sam, how's it looking at yours?
Thank you, Rob. Good evening. The world is watching in London, where Zara, a woman with a learning disability, in a few minutes' time will be exclusive interview. Meanwhile, the crowd has gathered. Being a new parent isn't easy, let alone being one with a learning disability. We're asking parents for parenting advice and tips. Hello, what is your name?
I'm Maureen.
Have you got children?
I have. I've got two. I've got Molly May, who's just turned 13, so I've got a teenager, and Peter, who's 10.
What do you think what makes a good parent?
Love, support, listening skills. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hello, what is your name?
Nicholas.
Have you got children?
I've got a daughter, she's 8 years old.
What do you think what makes a good parent?
I think you've got to think about family and a sense of community around them that supports their every need, and diversity, expose them to a lot of multicultural and different kinds of walks of life.
Thank you very much. Hello, what is your name?
My name's Deborah.
Have you got children?
No, I don't, but I do work with families with young children.
What do you think what makes a good parent?
I think a lot of love and a lot of basic care, and with a community around you, you can achieve all those things.
Thank you very much. On the other side of me now, we have a group of dancers. We're going to go find out who they are and what are they doing. Hello, who are you and what are you doing here?
Hi, we are Sardines Dance Collective, and we are here to dance and show you, highlight to you the specific problems that happen when you are a parent with a disability. A lot of us end up institutionalized. So we really need to help Zara keep her baby. I was separated from my mother, and I ended up in 15 different foster homes where I felt that no one really cared. I felt very alone, and I had to continuously fight just to keep going, and I still have to fight till this day. Let's learn from my experience because it's really important, and let Zara keep her baby. We all need our mothers.
Can you tell me about your dance?
Sure, so it's about different stages of pregnancy, from fertilization to the baby raving in mummy's tummy and the birth, and the best bit, bonding between parent and the baby.
Can you show me your dance moves?
Of course, are you ready? Let's go.
Thank you very much, dancers. Our interview with Zara will be in 6 minutes. Stay tuned.
On tomorrow's show. Just when you thought it couldn't get any hotter. New arrivals. Guess who's back? Meeting up the bubble.
Okay. Cheers.
And get all hot and sweaty. But can everyone stand the heat?
Come about producer now.
It's kicking up out there.
Temperatures are rising.
She needs to be a bit more careful, or I'll end up in tears.
Just when you thought it just was happy ever after.
How could you do this to me? I thought we had something.
Could it be game over for some islanders? Everyone is fighting it out for a place in the final. Can they find true love on Lost Island? Let the battle commence. Lost Island, tomorrow at 9 p.m. MTG TV.
Join me for a brand new game show, Don't Drop the Baby. Learning to save a parent, get down and dirty to prove that they're a good parent. People's reaction when you tell them you're having a baby.
Oh.
Will it be normal? Can you call?
Would it be like you?
They will be under close scrutiny. The winner gets to keep their baby. Finger on the go! Yeah, get that nappy off. Oh, God. Oh, there's first. Better dirty nappy. Don't Drop the Baby, starting this Sunday evening at 6:35.
Sam Hill at MTG News, 4 minutes before our main show. Today is Zara's due day. With me here now are Paul and Charlotte. They have been supporting Zara. Paul has been here for 2 weeks. Paul, tell us why you're here.
I am a teacher and I took annual leave to come here. Children are our future and I believe supporting children starts with supporting the family. Zara needs support, not punishment. The authorities don't have the right to take the baby away.
They do have the rights if it's in the best interest of the child.
I believe it's in every child's interest to stay with their parents.
Charlotte, tell me why you're here.
I only come today because it's Zara's due date. Just to support her, really. I'm a mother myself. It's heartbreaking for the baby to be taken away from her mother. Give her a chance.
Excuse me, but you can't let emotion override common sense.
Hello, sir. Looks like you have a different opinion.
You've got to face some home truths. Zara has a learning disability. Her father has disappeared, and where is Zara's own family? How can she possibly cope?
She can do it with support. That's why we're here.
You've got your own family to look after. You have to get back to your job. Where will you be when she needs help? Look, experts know best.
Experts don't have moral rights.
But it'll be too late if anything happens.
Give Zara a chance.
Thank you for speaking to us. The public's opinion has divided. In 30 seconds, we'll hear directly from Zara. Stay tuned.
quiet on set. Everyone quiet down. Roll camera 1. Rolling. Roll camera 2.
Rolling!
Roll camera 3. Rolling. Zara, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Good evening. Tonight, the world is watching as the fate of a mother and a baby unfold. Zara, tell us about yourself.
My name is Zara and my baby is due to arrive today.
Why are these protesters here?
They came to help me. I need to pass an assessment to show that I can be a good mum. I haven't passed it yet, so the social service may take my baby away.
Where's your family?
My real mum didn't want me. I was moved around a lot and I wasn't a happy kid till I met my foster mum, Diane. I stayed with her till we had a big row. Well, about my ex-boyfriend and this.
So you're on your own?
No, I got these new friends. They came to help me. They volunteered. I got Jane, my health visitor. If I'm given a chance, I can show them I can be a good mum. I can learn.
So you think you'll pass the assessment?
I don't even know what to do to pass it.
Tell me what happened in your assessment.
They came to my flat. The social worker typed in her laptop. They asked me questions. I overheard them give me scores on different things.
Why didn't you complete it?
They couldn't arrange it till I was 7 months. Then it was visit after visit. Too many arrangements. They wanted to know if they could change the fuse, which she'd put the frying pan handle, and where to put my cup of tea.
And how did that make you feel?
I tried my best, but all they do is find faults. They talked about me like I wasn't there, like I'd done something wrong.
Have you done anything wrong, Zara?
No, I've got a learning disability. I need time to learn. Is that wrong?
But you'll be ready before the baby's born.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Zara, you look pale.
They wouldn't assess you if you were having a baby, would they?
Take some deep breaths, Zara.
Don't take my baby away!
Hang in there, Zara. We need some help here. Zara has gone to labour faster than I expected. We will stay on site. Whoa!
Hello, baby. Welcome to the world. I knew you'd be a baby girl. I'm your mum. Can you see me? What lovely eyes you've got.
Zara! Try this!
Come! Quick!
Okay.
Please! Yes. Yeah. What? Oh. Hello.
Hi. Would you like some tea and toast?
Yes, please.
Subject located. Code green. Code green. I'm going in. Hi, Zara.
Hello. Who are you?
My name is Amy. Congratulations. She's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I am the negotiator from the multi-agency team.
Are you here to help me?
I'm working on your case.
I'm not a case.
I've just come to see how things are going.
Everything's fine.
You haven't completed the assessment, but the baby's here now. I'm here to help you choose the best option. We all want what's best for the baby, don't we?
Of course.
I'm sure you'll agree. It would be best to give a child a warm, secure, happy and loving environment.
Yes.
I've read your record. You've been in care and have a rather troubled family history.
So I know how to avoid trouble.
The baby's father has presented a few challenges.
He won't be causing any more trouble. I've moved and changed my number.
Well done. The baby needs a lot of space.
Yes.
You'll need a bigger place.
Can you get me one?
It depends on your budget.
I've got benefits.
I do another assessment for that.
Yes.
Have you got a social worker?
No, not yet, but I'm on a 2-year waiting list.
Oh.
I've got a spot group round the corner.
Unfortunately, they've lost their funding.
They're the children's centre.
Sadly, it's closed. Has the grandma met the baby yet?
Not yet.
When's she coming?
Soon.
When?
Later.
Would you consider moving back in with her?
I can cope on my own.
So this is your warm, secure, happy and loving environment for the child? Zara, if you had completed the assessment and we were satisfied, I wouldn't be here now.
Why didn't you start it earlier?
I see you have a few disappointments with your midwife, your health visitor, and the child social worker.
I was so stressed trying to get away from my ex. I was so tired. I couldn't keep up. But assess me now. I'll do it.
Unfortunately, we can't turn back time. The baby's been born. We need to go to the next procedure in the protocol.
Please, don't take my baby. Okay.
You may have to go to court. Have you got a solicitor?
No.
You can apply for legal aid.
Have you got an easy read option?
Don't worry. We have already reviewed your case.
I'm not a case.
Sorry, we have reassessed the needs of your child and have ensured the best beginnings for her. Please meet Mr. and Mrs. Thompson. They'll be your baby's foster parents.
Foster parents?
They've got the nursery ready.
But she's just been born.
This is the safest option. Sign this form and your child will go straight to a warm, secure, happy and loving environment.
You planned this without me. All on you come to take my baby.
It's not forever. Sign this form. You can visit.
Safest option. I didn't have a choice. I'm just a case.
You could get an advocate. They would be able to help you.
You're just watching your back.
We're just safeguarding your baby.
She's my daughter, my flesh and blood.
Preventing any negative outcomes.
You liar!
Zara, there's no need for that.
Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
need this. There's
I'm
no
sorry, Darling.
alternative.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, raise the level.
I'm
Code
sorry,
upper. I repeat,
please.
code upper. We need backup. Calling backup.
Sorry.
Try the dummy again!
I don't know. No, you're not. You say brace is best. Well, sometimes you just can't. I tried my best. I want the best. You learn to be a mum when you become one. Give yourself time. You want to come back because I can't give her a warm, secure, happy, like a rubbish. You're just making so. It's a procedure. They've got their bosses to answer to and their jobs to do. But I can't do everything the social worker wants. And all their bosses, Jane, I can't do it. Remember what you said you really wanted. I want a chance. I want a second chance. That's right. You said you wanted a second chance in life and to love your baby with all your might. I want to protect her from harm. Make sure she doesn't go through what I've been through. I want to start again. Make wrong things right. Have a proper family. A proper family? One that you belong to. You know you always wanted. You may argue, but they'll love you no matter what. How about Diane? Is she a proper mum? She is. I don't know. We had a big row. I left home. I'm supposed to be independent now. Come on, Zara. Be realistic. Being independent doesn't mean cutting off your family. I want to prove her wrong. That's it. Is that why you've not spoken to Diane since you two had a big row? I want to prove everyone that I can be a good mum. I want her to believe in me. That's one of the good qualities of being a good parent, is knowing when to ask for help. But if I ask for help, they're going to think I'm not capable. That's not how it is. Trust me. Get in touch with Diane. I can't. I can't face it. Maybe she's feeling the same. I was so mad, I said horrible things to her. Well, we all say things in the heat in a moment. This time, it's proper serious. Exactly. It's proper serious. You both got the baby to think about. Give each other a second chance. You will both learn. How she learn? She's just become a grandma. Involve her. Give her a chance to be the grandma. Oh, good girl. Ring me if you need me. Nothing is too small to ask. Oh, I gotta go now and get them wipes ready. Okay.
Welcome back. We have overcome technical difficulties. With me here now is Amy Cook, negotiator from the military agency team. So Amy, what is going to happen now?
Zara's impulsive behaviour proved to us negotiation didn't work.
You mean she threw toast at you?
Her anger issues could be a threat to the baby.
Some mothers might have done worse if the baby is to be taken.
We must act in the best interests of a child.
Is it the best interest for the child to stay with the mother?
We can't take that risk.
But the baby's just been born. Isn't it inhumane to separate the mother and the child at the birth?
Exactly. Because the child's been born, there's no time for assessment anymore. What the...
It's Permageddon!
Fire hazard cleaners now! It's a threat to public health and safety. Raise the level, code red. I repeat, code red!
It's called brown more like.
Mop it up, brush it up right, scrub it up, clean it up, mop it, mop it in, scrub it up, mop it up, scrub it, scrub it up, rub it up, clean it up, better sweep it up, suck it, rub it up now. Don't want no mess, don't want no rubbish, don't want no poo in the street. I said, don't want no filth, don't want no dirt. We got to keep it clean. Suck it, rub it up. Big clean up, big clean up.
Hey, you!
Clean that mess up. Scrub it, rub it. It's worse over there.
Let's go.
Just mind yourself there. I see there's poo-poo everywhere. There's poo-poo everywhere. Mop it up,
rub it up,
brush it up right, scrub it up, clean it up, scrub it, mop it in, scrub it up, rub it up. I need some help here. The stench is filling up the air. It's filling up the air. Rub it up,
Mop it up.
rub it up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up, better clean it up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up. I need some help here. The stench is filling up the air. It's filling up the air. Don't want no mess. Don't want no rubbish. Don't want no poo in the street. I said, don't want no filth. Don't want no dirt. We got to keep it clean. Big clean up, big clean up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up, better clean it up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up, better clean it up. Better rub it up, better clean it up now. Better scrub it up.
Zara, this is an ultimatum. If you give up your child now, this matter will be resolved quickly and easily.
I'm not giving up my child!
In that case, soldiers, is an emergency care order. We have the right to take your child now. How dare you!
Surrender the baby!
If you
10,
hurt me, you
9,
hurt my baby!
8, 7,
Do it,
6,
Commander!
5,
If you help me,
4,
you help my
3,
baby!
2,
You have no
1.
alternative!
Give us a chance!
Surrender!
I will What can I do? Is there a way out?
When they told me I was having a baby, I was over the moon. It was the biggest thing that could ever have happened. It's like all my birthdays had come at once, and
With my first child being born, I collapsed.
I wanted to jump up and down and break the floor.
It was my boss told me that I had the child. I was in shock.
so the doctors didn't really want me to have the baby. With me having a learning disability, they thought it would be too much for me. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I wouldn't cope.
Being pregnant, I was scared. Because I didn't know what to do.
My mum was angry at me, I think because she was angry because she was worried not to be nasty. And I told my dad about it, he didn't care, I just didn't care. Until another fire, he said.
Yes, I'm scared. I feel alone.
I couldn't face the professionals.
We wanted to decorate her room and get her nursery set up, but given that there was no guarantee we'd be able to keep her, we felt that we couldn't.
Nobody cared. Nobody was bothered. I didn't trust anybody before then.
We had no chance.
We had no
Even the
chance.
solicitor says we have no chance to get social services. If you've got a label, you got a learning disability, you can't look after your kids.
I couldn't do right for doing wrong.
They're just looking for faults all the time, and that's what was doing my head in. You do one thing wrong, and it gets reported in the report.
I just say, you can't take my baby. You really can't. But they said we were just doing our job.
So I didn't get to say goodbye to him. I couldn't pick him up from school anymore because he was coming straight from the school to the foster carer. And they just left me in the house with all the children's things.
His Christmas presents are still in his room.
The social services from the hospital, and the other one will come in little foster beds. That's what this is it.
My heart just split.
I must keep you.
You never know how ready you are to be a parent unless you've got kids. So to say to people who've got special needs, well, you need to make sure you're ready before you try, that's already setting you up to fail.
I respect her, but I feel like they didn't respect me. I want to be the dad. I want to kind of, if I have to compromise to keep peace.
I can cope. I know I can cope.
So I had to bring them up on my own, with family's help as well.
If I had more help, I would still have my children at home.
It'd be nice to understand me, us, yeah, a bit more instead of just taking their off or something.
Yeah, I'd just think about it first before you rush into anything, because it's hard work. Yeah, it's rewarding, and don't let people tell you what you can't do and stuff, just because you've got a learning disability.
You can't change your past, you can only change your future. Change your future, change your future.
Just have to be strong, like I am. And I'm trying to fight what I want. Just got to keep fighting.
It just brings so much hope into my life, and just seeing them and having them meet my own little family.
My life is getting better every time I see him.
Out there with his mother and me talking. He did mum first and later he did dad, and I was the proudest day of my life.
You learn by mistakes. Everyone learns by mistakes, and there's always something or someone out there that can help you. I've beat the system, I have many children, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I know what I need to do.
Zara!
Zara! Commander, what are you waiting for?
Don't shoot! I'm the baby's grandmother!
Line soldiers!
Excuse me, can I come through? I'm the baby's grandma. Excuse me. So sorry. Thank you. Sorry.
Diane. Oh, I saw the news. I couldn't keep away. She's perfect. Yes, she is. I wish I'd been with you. Me too. I felt like no one understood. I felt like it was me and my baby against the world.
You're not the first one. Probably not the last one.
I felt alone.
You're not alone.
Mum, I am sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry too.
Will you help me?
Yes, I'll always be here.
Oh, look. Oh.
But only if you want me.
We have still got some talking to do.
Oh, and some listening. But not now.
No, not now.
Oh, look! She's sleepy. I've got a little something for you. The TV man's helping me bring it.
Diane, the grandmother of the baby, has prepared a giant quilt. Look behind you. Pass it to the front, please. Them nice people at the front, please pass it to the front.
Oh, come on, we need all of your help.
Please help us.
As possible. Come on, please help us. We need a lot of help. I need all your help. Come on.
Please, we need some help. Come on.
Please help us. Look, it's coming.
Please, them nice people there, pass it to the front, please.
Please help us. We need everyone's help. Much as possible. Look how big it is. Please.
Please help us.
We need everyone's help. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for all your help.
Falling soldiers! Remove the quilt to cover the baby!
Commander, have you forgotten your mission?
My mission is to protect everyone! Isn't this the best form of action right now?
But Commander...
This is an order! Amy Cook, dismissed!
Drift and dream, drift and dream with the moon up above. Drift and dream with the moon up above. Drift, drift and dream. Dreams of peace, dreams of hope, dreams of love. Sleep now, little one, I'll always be here to guard you in slumber and shield us from fear. Let sweet scented sleep overcome the dark night. We'll wake with the sun and continue our fight. So drift and dream, drift and dream with the moon up above. Drift, drift and dream, dreams of peace, dreams of hope, dreams of love.
Eva!
What did you say?
I'm gonna call her Eva.
That's a beautiful name.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
I don't know. But I know it's only the beginning.
We'll take it a day at a time.
You and me.
You, me, and Eva.
Night, Eva.
Lights out.
Everybody, please put your hands together for Zara, Diane, Jane, Sam Hill,
Hush now, little one, the stars are in the sky. The
Amy Cook,
rising as clouds drift on high.
the radical protesters,
From now until dawn, safely together.
mop it up, brush it up right, scrub it up, clean it up, mop it, mop it in, scrub it up, mop it up, scrub it up, rub it up, clean it, scrub it up.